Okay, everybody. So I'm sending you a link so you can join. But this is going to be a summer edition of Fanmade, Columbia TriStar, and Sony Pictures versions of Arthur releases. Now, before we start, I just want to say, please keep the topic on topic as much as possible. And because if you keep the topic on topic as much as possible, that way the video would last for a good amount of time, because in the previous live streams, the video has gotten really long, mostly due to a lot of conversations going on. But that doesn't mean you can still comment and join streams, but maybe just keep them on topic as much as possible. Okay, so Wonder Kids Yes Little People WS 2003 says, hey, now, if you guys have any questions that are not related to this video, I will answer them during the Q&A next week. So, SE, thank you for joining. Now, all we're going to do, if you well, because July 2nd, that's the first Friday of July, which is my birthday month. That's when I'll be doing the Q&A. And we're waiting for the Wiggles Yes Paw Patrol No to join. A few questions, but then
Okay, here we go.
glad you could join the stream.
Yeah, last time I'll be joining the stream because beginning Monday I have to leave early because I'm traveling.
Where?
I thought I told you this. I'm going to the Great Smoky Mountains.
Great Smoky Mountains. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I won't be back until July 2nd, which is next Friday. Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Isn't it weird that none of those Arthur releases by Sony Wonder contained the Snow Globe variant?
Yeah, I think I remembered you did a live stream one time. It was like last year, I think. Ugh. Um, hello?
Yeah, I know. So anyway, what Arthur releases from Sony Wonder did you used to get at?
Back in my I think I used to have Arthur's Club Rules one time. I think I remembered I told you the closing. And then I think I had huh? What?
Basically the Chuck E. Cheese's Avenger Chuck version of the exercises commercial is used on it.
Yeah. I also used to have Arthur loses his marbles and the boy with his head in the clouds. I also think I used to have Arthur makes the team one time. And then I think And then I think I remember I had PBS
Arthur's.
releases.
What about Arthur's Pet Follies?
I found it at my local library, but I didn't grab it because there was a video of it once, so I decided to just get Arthur Makes the Team. Anyways.
And you know what's weird? None of
Yeah.
the Arthur releases used the green background version of the seasons 1 through 4 reruns version of the season 7 through 8 funding until 2004.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Because the
And
2003 releases only used the yellow and the purple backgrounds, respectively.
and speaking of the green one, I've never really seen it on TV before. I only got to see it on the regular version of the season 7 funding. And yes, I think I grew up with season 9 of Arthur the most. I grew up with the post classic Arthur seasons, which is seasons 9 through 11, and I think you can count seasons 12 to 15 since they're both post classic, since they do kind of use the same animation as seasons 1 through 8. Kinda.
Um, so,
It,
anyway,
oh, and can you hear anything from the audio? Can you hear anything or something?
yeah, I can hear something.
Yeah, it's actually a PBS program break, actually. It's actually a PBS program break, by the way, from
Is it
my
from this
PBS.
year, or is it an earlier program break?
It's a live program break, actually. You know, like if you go to the PBS Kids video app or the PBS video app, you get to watch all the shows you like, such as Arthur. I don't think Dragon Tales is on this one, but at least Clifford the Big Red Dog is on this one.
The John Ritter version?
I think the 2000 series is also on this one, and the 2019 version. Yeah.
I
Uh,
kind of wish. I kind of wish the Thomas episodes were still on PBS.
yeah. Unfortunately, they got taken away. Did you know they were also removed from the Nick Jr. block, but this time permanently? Ugh. Oh yeah. You don't mind if we do the Arthur releases?
Sure. All right. This time, we're doing them by the order of the release dates and by the order of the alphabetical titles, not by the order of which release came first, but by the order of the titles and release date.
Okay.
So, if you know what I mean, this first release is Arthur Goes to the Doctor.
Hmm.
Now, it was released by Sony Wonder on June 11th of 2002 on DVD, even though it was released on September 11th of 2001, which was one of the worst days in America.
Yeah.
And, let's see, here's the front cover. We show Arthur looking, we show the Doctor checking on Arthur, and the W is watching. Look at the spine. I actually put the pictures of the circular
PBS
PBS
Kids
Kids logo
logos.
on the spine.
Okay.
Dashes is shown on the spine of Arthur Goes to the Doctor. If you look at the back, it lists the episodes. This includes Arthur's Knee from season 2, which is the first episode on here. Buster's Breathless from season 4, and then The Lousy Week from season 5.
Oh yeah, guys, get this by the way. when I watched Arthur's Knee as a child back in early 2010, it had the season 7 funding in the purple background for seasons 1 through 4 reruns.
Yeah, this also goes for a season 3 episode called Arthur's Treasure Hunt and Return of the King.
Yeah, I know because I've watched it as well.
But did you see any season 4 episodes with the purple background?
I don't think so. I don't think so, really. I only got to see season 4 episodes with the yellow one.
Oh, and I did see a few season 4 episodes with the green background, like Hide and Snake and Muffy's New Best Friend and The Contest and Prove It.
Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure Arthur's Big Hit had the season 7 funding in the yellow background. I'm not sure, but I may be wrong.
Maybe there will be a program break recorded after those episodes, and you'll have to find out which background is used. But anyway, back to Arthur Goes to the Doctor. You can see the sponsors are Libby's Juicy Juice, Post Alphabet, and Lego. And you know what's weird about the DVD version of Arthur Goes to the Doctor, along with Arthur's Best School Days?
Is it because this release was released in 2002? On the back cover, it has 2001 copyright, isn't it?
Yeah. That's because it was originally released on VHS in 2001 first, and they didn't even bother updating the copyright date.
Hopefully one day you can show off your Arthur releases again, like this time normal, like you did last year. So then I can give out some facts.
Alright. Here's a disc for Arthur Goes to the Doctor. Now, if Columbia TriStar were able to release it, then you want to know what would be different about the release date on the back of the Columbia TriStar version? Instead of just saying 2001 for the Columbia TriStar version, the copyright date would actually read 2001 and 2002. How would you feel about that for the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur Goes to the Doctor, indicating the DVD reprint?
Okay, I guess.
Anyway, if there was a Columbia TriStar version of this, due to the fact that the 2002 DVD of Arthur Goes to the Doctor by Columbia TriStar would contain recycled mastering from the 2001 VHS, instead of using the 2001 Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo, it would have the 2000 Columbia TriStar Home Video logo with the word DVD at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
And then it would go to the DVD menu, of course, the FBI warning, the attention screens, and then, of course, the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos will be intact on the Columbia TriStar versions of it, since Sony is part of Columbia TriStar, by the way.
Yeah, and did you know Sony is also part of Wheel of Fortune and one of the ABC programs?
Yeah, and Jeopardy!
Oh yeah, Jeopardy! I love those shows, they're awesome.
And then after this, the Arthur theme song, and it has the boing sound added before the glass-breaking noises, which is seen on some of the Arthur releases by Sony Wonder.
I think the boing sound is like the second common, because the glass-breaking noises is like the most common episode. Is like the most common
Isn't
one.
the garbage cans clattering the rarest version?
I know it was seen on Popular Girls one time, but I only got to see it like last year.
Oh, the water splashing noises was on Popular Girls.
Oh no. I think it was Arthur Makes a Movie that had the garbage cans or something.
I know Arthur Goes Crosswire used that version.
Oh yeah, I think I meant Arthur Goes Crosswire.
Didn't Arthur's Lucky Pencil and Binky Barnes Art Expert use the garbage cans clattering as well?
I can't remember, but I hope it will be uploaded.
Then, after this, we go into the start of the episode Arthur's Knee. At the end of the Columbia TriStar version, we would go into the last few seconds of the lousy week. Then the end credits from Season 5 would be shown. And in the funding, the post-alphabet serial ad, 26 little letters that make the words that let you share your feelings. and it's the most common version with the boy announcer instead of the rare one with the girl announcer.
Yeah, the girl announcer was never seen on Arthur releases, even though I did come up with a fan-made one last year.
Of Arthur's substitute teacher trouble,
Yep.
and you came up with an audio error with the Snow Globe logo's audio playing over the Dash transformation logo.
Yeah, I did.
Well, that a similar error actually happened to the Dot transformation logo in the Clifford episode of Big Help and the Trouble with Kittens.
With the snow globe audio. Oh, and the same thing
that's
happened.
what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I'll talk. Continue.
All right, and then after this, we go into the after the Post Alphabets commercial, we go into the Lego commercial from season 5, and it has the lady saying, "Because learning is a fun part of growing up, the folks of Lego are proud to bring you Arthur. I know there are 3 different versions of that funding. There's one with the lady saying, because learning is a fun part of growing up, the folks of Lego are proud to bring you Arthur. One with a boy saying, because a little teamwork can accomplish big things, the folks at Lego are proud to bring you Arthur. And one with a girl saying, because a little imagination goes a long way, the folks at Lego are proud to bring you Arthur."
Yeah, I think I remember. Yeah, never mind. Continue on.
Yeah, and then after this, of course, the Libby's Juicy Juice advertisement, the season 5 version, and it has the same music and everything as the season 6 through 8 version, of course, except everything's in a white background for the season 5 version, and that's strangely shown on the 2003 PBS Kids program break with Arthur's Perfect Christmas.
I can't remember what was the sponsor they used back in late 2004 to early 2005 on Arthur PBS Kids Go programs. I can't remember what sponsors. I know one of them is Chuck E. Cheese's, but what was the other?
I believe it was Juicy Juice. Oh, I think Chuck E. Cheese's may have been the only sponsor for it, though.
And then I think Rhodes 60-second Cinnamon Rolls commercial took over, like beginning with the late half of season 9 until season 10, I think. Yes.
And then after this, we go into the Arthur funding credits from season 5, and it has the blueberry blue flower bed background, and it uses grants from U.S. Department of Education, Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and Public Television Viewers. Basically, almost like the seasons 1 through 4 reruns version of the season 7 through 8 funding, except with a slightly different voiceover and with the circle in the Corporation for Public Broadcasting logo rather than a square.
It's a little dark.
And then after this, of course, the PBS Kids ident from September 6th of 1999 is shown, where Dot runs up to the screen.
Yeah.
But then, here comes the interesting part for the Columbia TriStar version. It does not go immediately to the DVD menu after the PBS Kids logo. You want to know what appears instead of the DVD menu after the PBS Kids logo on the Arthur portion?
Yeah, okay. And keep in mind if I don't reply, just assume I said yes, okay?
Yeah, I get that. Alright. So, after the PBS Kids logo for the Columbia TriStar version, we go immediately to the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial from 2000, and then, of course, the Dragon Tales funding from Season 1, and the announcer goes, "Dragon Tales is funded in part by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting through funds from the U.S. Department of Education." Then, of course, the Dragon Tales theme song, and the Dragon Tales episodes that would be shown on Arthur Goes to the Doctor would be the Season 1 episodes Tales You Lose and Calling Dr. Zack. And then at the end of the Dragon Tales portion, we would go into the last few seconds of Calling Dr. Zack, the Dragon Tales website thumper from Season 1, where the letters are pink and Ord goes, "To learn more about Dragon Tales, visit us at pbskids.org." And then, of course, we go into the end credits. And then the Sesame Workshop logo with the green roof and the blue house. And then the Columbia TriStar television logo would be shown. And then the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes beach commercial would be on there. And then after that, the Season 1 funding of Dragon Tales again. And then the PBS Kids ident from September 6th of 1999, this time with Dash thinking about something.
Ugh.
Then we go to the DVD menu.
Okay.
So what were your thoughts on those episodes for the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur Goes to the Doctor SE?
I think it's pretty good.
Didn't those Dragon Tales episodes calling Dr. Zack seem to fit for the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur Goes to the Doctor?
Definitely involves in doctors, yes. Ugh, I think I'm gonna probably turn my camera on just to reveal my face.
Sure.
Hey.
Wow.
Yeah, there's my
Wow.
face.
Cool glasses he got there.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Yeah, I'm kind of like Arthur, to be honest.
Here's the next one. And you know what that is?
Okay.
A 2002 DVD release of Arthur's Best School Days.
Good.
Oh, Arthur Goes to the Doctor was actually the first title I did, Jeremy Barton.
Oh, Jeremy. What's up? He's supposed to be.
Alright, so here comes the next one. Arthur's Best School Days. And this, of course, the front cover would show Arthur helping out with Mrs. McGrady and, like, handing her some ice cream.
Isn't this almost kind of like Arthur's World's Greatest Gleeper, kinda? Because Arthur's World's Greatest Gleeper kinda involves ice cream, where Arthur tries to gleep the ice cream or steal.
I'm surprised that this episode isn't even on Arthur's Best School Days.
Although it is on Arthur's big hit. Ugh.
In my opinion, I think they should have flipped those episodes around.
But hey, it's fine.
Alright. The spine shows Dot's PBS Kids logo this time. And if you look at the back, it lists the Arthur episodes, Arthur and the Square Dance, which is a Season 2 episode, Teen Trouble, which is a Season 1 episode, and Buster Hits the Books, which is another Season 2 episode. Believe it or not, this and Arthur Plays the Blues are one of the only 2 episodes to get repeated on a release.
Wait, what do you mean, though? What do you mean they got repeated?
Well,
Buster Hits the Books?
Buster Hits the Books was previously being shown on Arthur's storybook, and it had the Dash logo, with Dash thinking about something, compared to Arthur's Best School Days, which is a Dot variant.
I think Arthur Plays the Blues got repeated 3 times because, well, not on the Sony releases, but one on PBS release. Just like Arthur's Music Melody, Arthur's Music Jamboree had Arthur Plays the Blues, the Mark Rendell redub. I think mostly...
and the Buster Sweet Success episode also had Mark Rendell's version, which that's new because the Justin Bradley version was shown on the Sony Wonder edition of Arthur's Tasty Treats.
Yeah. And one thing I'm really annoyed about is that I never got a chance to see the Justin Bradley version of Season 6, Episode 3, Prunello's Special Edition, and The Secret Life of Dogs and Babies. Ugh. I bet I would have to do a customized version of Prunello's Special Edition and The Secret Life of Dogs and Babies.
I think when Justin Bradley did his voice of Arthur, and he was like, "Oh, come on, DW, not this show. The clicker was right next to you. I saw you reaching for it." That's what I believe it sounded like.
Yeah, and then I think in a point of view of Kate and Pal, they would like the characters go like blah 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 every single time. Like whenever we have a main character, like Kate and Pal.
And so what was your thought on that take of the Arthur voice? Did it kind of sound similar to the original Justin Bradley version?
Oh, do you mean the one you did?
Yeah.
I don't know, to be honest. I have no opinion.
Alright. Moving on. So, and just like Arthur Goes to the Doctor, although Arthur's Best School Days was released on DVD in 2002, the packaging reads it's from 2001 because the VHS came out first in 2001 before getting a DVD release in 2002.
Okay.
All right.
There we go. Had to put the volume up because I don't want peace and quiet. But yeah.
Arthur's Best School Days. Here's the disc
No.
for that.
Yeah.
And now you want to know how the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Best School Days would open up like the fan-made one?
Okay.
Just like the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur Goes to the Doctor, Arthur's Best School Days, because it was released in 2001 first, September 2001 first, before getting a DVD release in June 2002, it would also contain the Columbia TriStar home video logo from 2000 with the word DVD at the bottom, rather than the 2001 Columbia TriStar home entertainment logo.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, the DVD menu, the FBI warning and attention screens, and the Sony Wonder and Random House home video logos would appear. Then the theme song, once again with the boing sound added before the last breaking noises. And then, of course, we have the start of the episode, Arthur and the Square Dance. At the end of the Columbia TriStar version of the release, we would go into the last few seconds of Buster hits the books, then the season 5 website bumper, and it's from 2000 to 2001. The computer screen is white, the words are in a purplish pink color, and DW announces the website bumper.
And it's Oliver Grinder.
Oliver Granger.
Grinder
I did know that they made a Michael Kalos version of the website bumper, like in the VHS releases of Arthur's Lost Library book and something like that.
Oh yeah, local library bumper, you mean?
Yeah, and it had no music playing over it.
Yeah, I guess you could say Arthur was new at that time.
And then, of course, after the season 5 website bumper, we go into... Did you know that the PBS Kids Go version of that bumper has Jason Schweimer's take on DW's voice rather than Oliver Granger's?
I know that because that's the version I grew up with. And you know what? Have I forgot to tell you about Jason Schweimer's DW voice from season 9? Man, Jason Schweimer's DW voice was so annoying. Like, I mean, sure, I know DW is supposed to be a young girl, but honestly, Jason made DW's voice so annoying at times.
And what were your thoughts on Cameron Ansell's Arthur voice? Did that kind of seem annoying to you at times as well?
In season 9, it was so annoying, but in season 10, he sounded a little bit. He sounded not good, but then season 11, he kind of sounded much better from season 9 through 10.
Oh, and what were your thoughts on Alex Hood's Brain voice from season 9 compared to season 7 and 8?
I gotta admit, Alex Hood made Brain's voice sound like a kid, kinda. I mean, I preferred either Stephen Calder or Luke Reed or Paul Stewart Brown because I think they were pretty good voice actors. I mean, however, Alex Hood did pretty decent in season 9 actually.
How did he do for season 9 compared to season 7 and 8?
Think about it. Season 7 through 8, Brain sounded like a kid. But in season 9, like you said, I remember in a live stream, uh, Alex Hood's brain voice, Alex Hood's voice matured. Like, Alex Hood's voice matured a bit, or sounded a little deeper, and that's how his voice for Brain sounded a little not bad, but deep.
And sure, season 8 Alex Hood's voice kind of sounds like a mixture of his season 7 and a little bit of his season 9 voice, because there is a slight maturity in his voice for season 8, but it's not as mature as season 9.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Continue on, I guess.
Alright, anyway. So, after the season 5 website bumper, we go into the end credits from season 2 this time, and it does have the brighter colors.
Yeah, because I think when I watched the first half of season 2 that were released in 1997, I think they were darker, with the exception of Arthur Lost and the Short Quick Summer, and I believe Arthur's Mystery Envelope and DW Goes to Washington.
And then after this, we go into the Arthur funding again. The post-alphabet cereal commercial, 26 little letters that make the words that let you share your feelings. And then, of course, the Lego commercial from season 5. And it does have the lady announcer saying, because learning is a fun part of growing up, the folks of Lego are proud to bring you Arthur. Then, of course, we go into the Libby's Juicy Juice advertisement from season 5. The Arthur funding from season 5 with the blueberry blue flower bed background. And then, of course, the PBS Kids ident from September 6th of 1999, where Dot runs up to the screen. And then, you know what the interesting part is for the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Best School Days? After that, it contains the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial, and then, of course, the season 1 funding of Dragon Tales, and then, of course, the Dragon Tales theme, and then, of course, we go into this. And the Dragon Tales episodes that would be shown on Arthur's Best School Days would be the season 1 episodes, A Cool School, and Max's Comic Adventure. What did you think of those episodes being on that release?
School, I guess.
And then after this, we go into, after the Dragon Tales portion ends, we go into the last few seconds of Max's Comic Adventure. And then the season 1 website bumper of Dragon Tales, of course. And then the end credits, the Sesame Workshop green roof and blue house logo, the Columbia TriStar television logo, and then, of course, the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes beach commercial, just like on Arthur Goes to the Doctor. And then, of course, the season 1 funding again. But unlike Arthur's Best School Days, unlike Arthur Goes to the Doctor, which uses the Dash logo in the Dragon Tales portion, Arthur's Best School Days would contain the same PBS Kids logo in the Dragon Tales portion as the Arthur version as well. The one where Dot runs up to the screen. Then that's when we go to the DVD menu.
Yeah.
So what did you think of that closing?
To be honest, I think I'd rather watch Arthur's Best School Days when I go to school, to be honest. Even though, I nowadays watch comedy shows.
Speaking of comedy, have you ever heard of George Carlin?
Oh yeah, I think I did. Although it's really sad he passed away. Oh, give me a sec.
Yep, that's right, Jeremy Barton.
I'm gonna exit the stream for a second and I'll come back, okay?
Okay. Meanwhile, This next release we're going to show is Arthur's Great Summer. And this one includes 3 great adventures. Then the front cover shows Arthur and Buster on a boat, and Francine is watching them. Spine has Dot's PBS Kids logo being shown. Look at the back. This one lists the episodes Arthur Goes to Camp from season 1, The Shore Thing from season 5, and The Short Quick Summer from season 2. And, of course, here are the sponsors.
Hey.
Oh, the Wiggles Yes Paw Patrol No, glad you could join us. So we're imagining Columbia TriStar releases of Arthur's Great Summer.
Business.
Yeah.
That I found so far. Some boxes. I do have a 2005 DVD. Another two. He of Arthur somewhere in the box. But I'll find it.
All right, so
here's Arthur.
Anyway, while you're showing Arthur's Pet Business, I'm going to talk about Arthur's Great Summer and stuff for the Columbia TriStar version. So, Arthur's Great Summer. Here's the disc for Arthur's Great Summer. And do you want to know how the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Great Summer opens and closes with?
Yeah.
So, Arthur's Great Summer would be the very first release that Columbia TriStar would release, released on June 11th of 2002. And yes, Arthur's Great Summer would actually use the 2001 Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo at the beginning, and it would actually use the regular version of the music for the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo, with the regular Bells music on there. And then, of course, the DVD menu would be shown, and the FBI warning and attention screens, and then, of course, the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos. And then, of course, we would go into the DVD menu, or actually, after the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo, then we go to the DVD menu, the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos, then the Arthur theme, and it has the water splashing noises at the end. And at the end of the Arthur portion, we go into the last few seconds of the episode, The Short Quick Summer, and then, of course, the Arthur Online and Local Library promo. This time, the 2001 to 2003 version, and it has the computer screen being blue with the words in a yellowish-orange color. The voiceover would still be the same as the Season 5 version, by the way. And then, of course, we go into the end credits from Season 2, and this time, I believe it has the darker colors, or the brighter colors again, just like on Arthur's Best School Days. Then, of course, we go into the famous Kitty-O promo, Arthur's new friend, that is. And then, of course, we go into the Arthur funding and the Libby's Juicy Juice advertisement, Season 6 through 8 version this time. And then the post-alphabet cereal advertisement, which is 26 little letters that make up 1,000,000 words that tell billions of stories. Or actually, 26 little letters that make the words that let you share your feelings. That's what I meant to say. After the Juicy Juice advertisement, it has the post-alphabet's 26 little letters that make the words that let you share your feelings commercial. Then the Lego ad from Season 6. And then, of course, we have this Arthur funding credits from Season 6 with the Velveeta cheesy yellow background. And it uses grants from Ready to Learn Television Cooperative Agreement, U.S. Department of Education, Public Broadcasting Service, and public television viewers. And the Sony Wonder version of Arthur's Great Summer does not have a PBS Kids logo for some reason. But you want to know what PBS Kids logo appears on the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Great Summer? Because usually, Jeremy Barton, because usually releases with the Season 6 funding with the yellow background used the PBS Kids Dot transformation logo from 2000, where Dot transforms into a tiger, octopus, and astronaut. But Arthur's Great Summer actually has something a little bit different for the Columbia TriStar version. It does not have the Dot transformation logo. Do you want to know what appears instead of the Dot transformation logo?
The main menu.
The Dash logo with the Dot transformation logo's audio. That's right. The Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Great Summer would have the 1999 PBS Kids logo with Dash thinking about something with the Dot transformation logo's audio playing over it in the Arthur portion. And then, of course, the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial would be shown. The Season 1 funding of Dragon Tales, and then the theme song, and the start of the episode. You want to know what Dragon Tales episodes would appear on the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Great Summer?
Yes.
The Season 1 episodes, Emmy's Dream House and Dragon Sales.
Did you review Arthur's Perfect Christmas yet?
I will when I get to the October of 2002 DVD releases.
And want to see the scene where DW throws a tantrum. And I'm going to review that.
Alright, so...
You want me to play that? I could play it for you. It would to make you laugh.
I could do it real quick. I wanted Tina the Talking Tabby! I wanted Tina for Christmas! I wanted Tina! How is that? After the Season 1 funding of Dragon Tales... Yeah, Jeremy Barton. Arthur's Great Summer does use the 1999 Dash logo, but the Arthur portion would actually use the Dot transformation logo's audio playing over it. That's right. And then, of course, after the Dragon Tales theme song, we would go into the start of the episode, Emmy's Dream House. At the end, we would go into the last few seconds of the episode, Dragon Sales. And then, of course, the Season 1 website bumper, the end credits, the Sesame Workshop green roof and blue house logo. Then the Columbia TriStar television logo would be shown. And then the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Community Center commercial from 2002 would be shown this time. And then the Season 1 funding of Dragon Tales again. And then the PBS Kids ident from September 6th of 1999 where Dash thinks about something. But unlike the Arthur portion where it has the Dot transformation logo's audio, the Dragon Tales portion would actually use the correct audio for the Dash logo in the Dragon Tales portion. So what did you think?
Pretty
Then
good.
we go to the DVD menu.
And hey, Flickalums, want to see this scene? Prepare to laugh.
I wanted Tina the Talking Tabby! I wanted Tina the Talking Tabby!
Yes, that is a pretty funny scene.
Tina the Christmas!
Alright, that was a pretty funny scene. Anyway,
This is the worst Christmas ever!
Anyway, here's this next title we're gonna reveal. This is, hey, why don't you click on, why don't you try searching a video of Buster crying from Arthur's Lucky Pencil? Now, Buster would be just as dramatic as DW in Arthur's Lucky Pencil, except he goes, "I'm sorry, Arthur!" Wouldn't you agree with me?
Would you do that voice? And would you not say it with
I mean, it's not my fault. I mean,
Could you imitate Buster when I show you it again?
I'm sorry, Arthur.
When I show you the scene, could you imitate it? Say it along with Buster.
All right. All right, I could try. I didn't do it. I mean, it's not my fault. I mean, I'm sorry, Arthur.
Just resharpen it. I'm sure it's still lucky.
I've broken the pencil. I have no friends. All right. Now moving on. Arthur the Good Sport release. From June 11th of 2002.
Here's Arthur Wright's story I have.
All right.
I have that DVD.
It's Arthur the Good Sport 2002 DVD release from June 11th of 2002. Now the front cover shows Arthur and Muffy kicking his soccer ball, and Francine is watching them. Here's the spine. Look at the back. This one would list the episodes The Good Sport from Season 6, and it contains the original version with Justin Bradley voicing Arthur. Same goes for Muffy's Soccer Shocker from Season 6, with also having Justin Bradley voicing Arthur, of course, and Francine Frensky, Olympic Rider from Season 2. And here are the sponsors: Libby's Juicy Juice, Post-Alphabet Cereal, and Lego. And Jeremy Barton, I forgot to ask you, what were your thoughts on the Dragon Tales episodes appearing on Arthur's Great Summer, Emmy's Dream House, and Dragon Sales?
Did
All
you
right,
see
good
the
night.
Arthur DVD collection I made for you earlier?
Wow. Here's the disc for Arthur the Good Sport. And
I
you want to
uploaded
know, you want to know what, and Jeremy Barton, do you want to know how the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur the Good Sport opens with? It does not have the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo from 2001. It instead is something else. You want to know what that is?
What?
It's got the 2000 Columbia TriStar Home the 2000 Columbia TriStar Home Video logo, but with the word Home Entertainment at the bottom instead of DVD. Then, of course, the DVD menu, the FBI warning, and then the attention screens, the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos, of course, and then the Arthur theme song, and it has the standard glass breaking noises this time. And the start of the episode, The Good Sport. And then the Columbia TriStar version of The Good Sport would close with the last few seconds of Francine Frensky, Olympic Rider, the Arthur Online and Local Library promo from 2001 to 2003. Then, of course, the Arthur End credits from Season 6 with the techno remix on there. And then, of course, the Kiyo promo, the Arthur funding credits, then the Lego commercial from Season 6 would come first. The Libby's Juicy Juice advertisement from Season 6 through 8 would come next. And then the post-alphabet cereal commercial.
Do you have Arthur's New Friend?
No, I don't.
Stars in has me in it.
How were they able to get you in it?
I got it for my 8th birthday. But I don't know.
All right. Swell, Jeremy Barton. Like I told you, the 2002 DVD of Arthur the Good Sport, instead of using the 2001 Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo, it instead would have the 2000 Columbia TriStar home video logo, but with the word home entertainment at the bottom. And then after the Kiddio promo, we go to the offer funding. The Lego commercial would come first. The Juicy Juice advertisement would come next. Then the post-alphabet cereal advertisement. 26 little letters that make up 1 million words to tell billions of stories, with the season 6 through 8 voiceover with the girl announcer.
May I leave the chat, please? Because I'll do it another time. Bye.
All right. Take care. And then after the post-alphabets advertisement, we go into the offer funding credits from season 6. This time with the grassy green squared background, with the same grants and everything. Radio and Television Cooperative Agreement, U.S. Department of Education, Public Broadcasting Service, and public television viewers. Then, of course, the PBS Kids ident from September 4th of 2000, where with the dot transformation variant, where dot transforms into a tiger, octopus, and astronaut, compared to Arthur's Great Summer, which would have the dash logo with the dot transformation logo's audio. Then, of course, the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial. Then the season 1 funding of Dragon Tales, the theme song, and the start of the episode. And the Dragon Tales episodes that would be shown in Arthur the Good Sport would be the season 1 episodes Eggs Over Easy and A Liking to Biking. Oh, Arthur the Good Sport would use the louder phaser sound. Arthur Goes to the Doctor would have the DVD logo with the loud phaser sound as well, along with Arthur's Scary Stories and Arthur's Perfect Christmas and Arthur's Celebration. While Arthur's Best School Days would use the softer phaser sound. Arthur Goes to the Doctor would have the louder phaser sound, while Arthur's Best School Days would have the softer phaser sound, believe it or not. And then after the PBS Kids dot transformation ident, the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial, the Frosted Flakes. After the Fruit Loops commercial, we go into the season 1 funding, the Dragon Tales theme, and the start of the episode, and the Dragon Tales episodes that would be on Arthur the Good Sport would be Eggs Over Easy and A Liking to Biking. And then, of course, we go into, after the episode A Liking to Biking ends, the season 1 website bumper of Dragon Tales, the end credits, the Sesame Workshop green roof and blue house logo, the animated variant with the green roof and blue house to be exact, the Columbia TriStar television logo, and then, of course, we go into the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Community Center commercial. All right. So,
Yeah.
SE, I might want to tell you about Arthur's Great Summer again, in case you didn't hear it.
I can listen to it later or something like that. You don't have to tell me. I can,
Sure. I can do. I can tell it for you again. So, Arthur's Great Summer, the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Great Summer. If you didn't hear earlier, the Dragon Tales episodes for Arthur's Great Summer would be Emmy's Dream House and Dragon Sales.
Okay.
And Arthur's Great Summer would use the 2001 Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo at the beginning, and it's the regular version with the regular Bell's DVD music. And of course, the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Great Summer will include a PBS Kids logo at the end of the Arthur portion, compared to the Sony Wonder version of Arthur's Great Summer, which had no PBS Kids logo for some reason.
I guess you could say that Arthur's Great Summer was the first release to use the Season 6 funding, even though none of the episodes are from Season 6.
But you want to know what PBS Kids logo would appear on Arthur's Great Summer? It's
I'm guessing the
different.
dot.
It's not dot transformation and not fishbowl, but you want to know
It's
what?
dot bumper.
No, it's the dash bumper with the dot transformation logo's audio.
No way. Oh, I was kind of a little close because it was a 1999 logo, just with a different audio.
The 1999 Dash logo with the dot transformation logo's audio would appear on Arthur's Great Summer right after the Season 6 funding. Doesn't it kind of make sense since usually the dot transformation logo with its own audio come after the Season 6 funding?
That's all.
But the Dragon Tales portion, on the other hand, would use the Dash logo with the correct audio.
Okay, that's how we want.
Now, about Arthur the Good Sport, do you want to know what's interesting about the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur the Good Sport? Since we're just getting into that, so unlike Arthur's Great Summer, which uses the 2001 Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo, Arthur the Good Sport, instead of using the Arthur the Good Sport, would not use the 2001 Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo. Instead, it would have the 2000 Columbia TriStar Home Video logo, but with the word Home Entertainment at the bottom, rather than the word DVD. With the louder phaser sounds, to be exact. The DVD menu, Arthur, the FBI warning and attention screens, the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos, and then, of course, we go into the Arthur theme song with the standard glass-breaking noises, and Arthur's Great Summer. If I forgot to tell you which version of the Arthur theme is on Arthur's Great Summer, it's the water splashing noise.
Oh, no. I think it was the water splash.
Yeah, and Arthur the Good Sport would use the standard glass-breaking noises at the end. And at the end of the Columbia TriStar version, we go into the last few seconds of Francine Frensky Olympic Rider. Then, of course, we go into the Season 1, or the Arthur Online Local Library promo from 2001 to 2003. It would have the same voiceover as the Season 5 version, except it uses a blue computer screen with yellowish-orange writing this time. Then, of course, we go into the Season 6 end credits with the techno remix. And then, of course, the KDO promo would be shown.
First time? No, the second time, actually.
And then the Arthur funding would be shown. Lego would be the first advertisement for Arthur the Good Sport. Then Juicy Juice would be the next one. And then the post-alphabet cereal ad, which is 26 little letters that make up a million words that tell billions of stories, which is the Season 6 through 8 version with the girl announcer. And then, of course, we go into the Season 6 funding. Then we go into the Season 6 funding. This time it would contain the grassy green squared background, using the same grants, Ready to Learn Television Cooperative Agreement, U.S. Department of Education, Public Broadcasting Service, and public television viewers. Strangely enough, the green and purple backgrounds were used on the PBS Kids broadcasts of Arthur, but not in the Go broadcasts. They all used the yellow one for some reason.
Well, I don't mind. And
then after this, you want to know what's different about the Good Sport? Unlike Arthur's Great Summer, which used the Dash logo with the dot transformation logo's audio, Arthur the Good Sport would actually contain the same logo as the Sony Wonder version. Dot transformation, where Dot transforms into a tiger, octopus, and astronaut would be shown.
Just thinking about how I'd be going on vacation, that's all.
And then, of course, after this, the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial, the Season 1 funding, and then the Dragon Tales theme, and the Dragon Tales episodes that would be shown on Arthur the Good Sport would be Eggs Over Easy and A Liking to Biking, which biking is a sport, so that's why I put that episode. That's why this episode would be on the Columbia TriStar version. Just like on Arthur's Great Summer would have the episodes Emmy's Dream House and Dragon Sails because people can sail in the summer. And at the end of the Dragon Tales portion of Arthur the Good Sport, we go into the last few seconds of A Liking to Biking, the Season 1 website bumper, the end credits, the Sesame Workshop green roof and blue house logo, the Columbia TriStar television logo, and then the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Community Center commercial from 2002. Then, of course, the Dragon Tales funding from Season 1, once again. Then we go into the PBS Kids ident, where Dot runs up to the screen this time. Then we go to the DVD menu. Well, what did you think of that closing? SE. Alright, now, here's this next one that we're going to review, SE. You want to know which this next one is?
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Arthur, It's Only Rock and Roll, starring the Backstreet Boys.
To be honest, I never watched that movie before. I think I remember I got to see Arthur's Perfect Christmas only, and that was it. I got to see one of the modern specials, and I think one of the modern specials were kind of interesting.
If you haven't seen Arthur, It's Only Rock and Roll, I think you should definitely check it out. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to, but it is a really good Arthur special. I've seen bits and pieces of it, especially the beginning when Francine tells Muffy to stop listening to the Backstreet Boys.
Man, I don't know if it aired on the Go block or not, but I doubt it did.
It did not. Just in the PBS Kids block from 2002.
Yeah, I hope it's gonna air or something. Like Arthur's Perfect Christmas did actually air in 2018 once. Finally, I got to see it for the very first time.
Okay.
And it's
And this
actually
would
been 20
feature 2
years.
exclusive songs performed by the Backstreet Boys.
I want it that way, isn't it?
Yeah, that's one of the songs. And Nothing But the Music is actually the last song for Arthur, It's Only Rock and Roll before we go into the last few pieces of dialogue in the end credits. And it's just a 50-minute special. Here, do you want me to give you a fun fact about Arthur, It's Only Rock and Roll? Do you want me to give you a fun fact about Arthur, It's Only Rock and Roll, SE?
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought my microphone was on, but sure.
Alright, so Arthur, It's Only Rock and Roll aired on television in September of 2002 to prepare for the 7th season of Arthur coming out 1 month and 1 week later on October 8th. Did you know that?
Yeah, I think I did.
And this would actually be the first times that Mark Rendell voices Arthur and Jason Swimer voices DW.
When I was little, I thought season 6 was the first one to feature Mark Rendell, but apparently it was season 7 because Mark Rendell redubbed Arthur's voice for season 6 in 2003. Or is it 2004?
Some people said that Mark Rendell started voicing, redubbing at the same time as season 7 began in late 2002.
Or is it 2000? I don't know. I think it might have been 2003. Like, probably during, maybe like after season 7 and before season 8. That's my guess.
Alright. Anyway, here's the disc for Our Birds Only Rock and Roll. Do you want to know? You want to know what's interesting about Our Birds Only Rock and Roll? It does contain the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo from 2001, but it has a different version of it that you would not usually see on DVD releases.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a PBS Kids logo.
No, what I'm saying is for the Columbia TriStar, for a Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo.
Oh, okay.
The DVD version of Our Birds Only Rock and Roll would actually contain the 2001 Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo, but with the VHS music that you would usually hear on VHS releases and not DVD releases. Then we go to the DVD menu, the FBI warning, and attention screen. Then we go to the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo again, but with a rock and roll sounding version of the DVD music, made exclusively for the special. Then the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos would appear. And then we go directly to the program. There is no Arthur theme song on this. Just like on Arthur's Perfect Christmas, Our Birds Only Rock and Roll does not contain the theme song at the beginning.
Although the modern specials like DW and the Beastly Birthday, Arthur and the Haunted Treehouse, The Rhythm and Roots of Arthur, and an Arthur Thanksgiving do have it, unlike the previous two specials.
Yeah. And then at the end of the Arthur portion of Our Birds Only Rock and Roll, it has the last few seconds of the special itself, the end credits, and this shows multiple cars going across the driveway in the special during the credits, if you know what I mean. And then, of course, we have brief footage of the Backstreet Boys singing the theme. Then the Arthur Online Local Library promo from 2001 to 2003 would be shown. And then, of course, the Our Birds Only Rock and Roll funding. Then the post-alphabet serial advertisement, 26 little letters that spell the names and tell the world who we are. And then the Our Birds Only Rock and Roll funding continued. And then we get to a PBS Kids event from January 21st of 2002 that debuted on Cyber Chase.
Cyber Chase, we're moving. I love that one. Cyber Chase. Huh?
Then we go to the PBS Kids logo that debuted on Cyber Chase in January 2002. There existed two different versions of it, of those variants. One included the fishbowl version, and one included the snow globe version. Now, Our Birds Only Rock and Roll contains the fishbowl version, which, to be honest, I think the fishbowl version of the logo is probably the funniest PBS Kids logo that I've seen when I was very young, back in 2003.
What about after 2003, in like 2004?
I usually just watched PBS Kids mostly in 2003, and then I believe I stopped watching them in around early 2004.
That's a fact.
And you want to know why the fishbowl version is the funniest so far, in my opinion?
I don't see how it's funny, but you can go ahead and say it.
So basically, the fishbowl version, it starts off with a green background, of course. Dash looks at a goldfish in the fishbowl. He comes close to the fishbowl. Then he imagines himself as an orange goldfish, and he floats into the water. And then he gets eaten by Dot as a green goldfish, as a green fish. And then the circular PBS Kids logo, strangely, the fishbowl version would have Dot's circular logo, even though it mostly featured Dash in that logo. And it has a bubbly turquoise watery background, and it has bubbles floating upward in the logo, if you know what I mean.
Huh.
And then, of course, the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial would be shown for the Columbia TriStar version. And then the Season 1 funding and the Dragon Tales theme. And you want to know what Dragon Tales episodes would appear on Artbird's Only Rock and Roll?
It doesn't involve instruments or something?
Actually, the Dragon Tales episodes for Artbird's Only Rock and Roll would be the Season 1 episodes, The Greatest Show in Dragonland, and Prepare According to Instructions.
Ah. To be honest, what was the other episode you first mentioned? The greatest what?
The Greatest Show in Dragonland.
Yeah, I wish there was a 2-part special.
Didn't that episode seem to fit for Artbird's Only Rock and Roll?
Decent. That could be decent.
And then at the end of the Dragon Tales portion, we go into the last few seconds of Prepare According to Instructions. I personally find the Snow Globe logo pretty cute, but I find the Fishbowl one the funniest. Alright, so, anyway, we go into the last few seconds of Prepare According to Instructions, the Season 1 website bumper, the end credits, the Sesame Workshop green roof and blue house logo, then the Columbia TriStar television logo would be shown. And then, of course, the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Community Center commercial from 2002. Then, of course, the Dragon Tales funding from Season 1 again. And then the PBS Kids ident from September 6th of 1999, where Dot runs up to the screen. Then we go to the DVD menu. So what did you think of that closing?
Oh. Okay. Pretty good. Oh wait, isn't this in chronological order or letter order?
Both. Chronological and letter
Oh.
order this time.
Oh, okay. Okay. And you're asking what I'm doing right now. I'm just like...
And as for the VHS releases of Arthur I only have 3 of them. Arthur's Scary Stories, Arthur's Celebration, and Arthur's Double Dare. I actually have 5 of them, but 2 of them I also have on DVD. If you know what I mean, they are Arthur Goes to the Doctor and Arthur's Tasty Treats. These titles I also have on DVD.
You're gonna
but
show
the ones
the
that I only have on VHS are Arthur's Scary Stories, Arthur's Celebration, and Arthur's Double Dare.
Arthur's Celebration. Oh no, never mind. I forgot they did get a DVD release. All of them did get a DVD release.
Yeah, but I only have those titles on VHS. I might get the DVD versions at some point.
But how come you're not going to show off the VHS though? I mean,
because this is the DVD collection.
Oh, okay. Will you show off the VHS one day or something?
Yeah, maybe sometime during my birthday I could show off my VHS titles with the DVD titles as well.
Okay.
This time we're going to go through them normally in July when my birthday comes.
Okay.
So, anyway, here's this next one, which I know SE has told me about this, but here's the DVD of Arthur's Perfect Christmas.
Oh, what did I told you?
There's this one scene in that special where DW throws a temper tantrum and he goes, "I wanted Tina the Talking Tabby!" What were your thoughts on that scene of DW throwing a tantrum in that special?
Kinda good.
Anyway, Arthur's Perfect Christmas
Although I
was
think
released
I
on
can do an
VHS on
Oliver Grinder
September
DW voice a lot better.
on,
I
on
want to
September.
see the talking tabby.
Good one.
Yeah. Oh god, that's. Never mind. Never mind.
Anyway, here's this. The VHS of Arthur's Perfect Christmas was released in September of 2000, but then it came to DVD in October of 2002, which was, believe it or not, it actually came out on the same day as Season 7 premiered.
You mean at? Oh, you mean? Oh, on DVD?
Yeah, the DVD version came out on the same day as Season 7 premiered.
VHS came out before Season 5, I think.
Yeah.
Or did it come out? Oh no. I thought it came out after Season 5.
Arthur's Perfect Christmas actually came out on DVD before Season 5, but it aired on television after Season 5.
Ah, okay.
And about
And I
Arthur's
know
Only
there's a
Rock and Roll,
2018
that
TV
actually
version of
came
it.
out 1 week before Season 7 premiered on television, on DVD and VHS, on October 1st, 2002.
You want to know the logo that kind of scares me the most?
The 1983 Children's
watch-
Television Workshop logo?
No, when I was little, it's the WGBH logo. Because I remember I used to watch it on PBS shows. Not PBS Kids shows, but PBS shows. Like, the late 2009 version? Like, the late 2009 version?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what version I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like,
The one with between the lines that showed a picture of the Design Squad logo on it.
I think that logo kind of scared me the most as a child, and I'm pretty sure that logo was used at the start of. I think that logo was used at the start of season 18 of Arthur, and I didn't really like that logo.
Okay, so Arthur's Perfect Christmas is another special. Believe it or not, it's the very first Arthur special that was released.
Afterwards, ever since 2002, there's not been a Arthur special until 2017 when I got a chance to see DW and the Beastly Birthday. Man,
In
I thought
my
it was an
opinion,
okay
I
special.
think they should have made an Arthur special in the middle of 2002 as well, with Justin Bradley's last time voicing Arthur.
But with Mark Rendell redubbing Arthur or just Justin Bradley?
With Justin Bradley voicing Arthur, but with his voice slightly deeper than it was in season 6.
Mm-hmm.
And it would probably be in May of 2002. And you want to know which... It also includes a 2002 PBS Kids logo on it. But you want to know what's different about that compared to Arthur's It's Only Rock and Roll, which had the fishbowl variant?
Give me a hint. Don't tell me yet.
It starts with
Just give
Dash
me
ice skating in an ice skating rink.
Snow globe.
Yes. And it would be called...
The Dragon Tales
It would be called... It would be called Happy Valentine's Day, Love, Arthur.
Oh, is that an imaginary Arthur release? Oh.
To be honest, I'm going to change the release date from May to February 2002 to make it more suitable.
Yeah, perfect idea.
But still using the Snow Globe logo.
Ooh, hey, Piccolo 2000.
What?
Remember my birthday is February 3rd, right?
Yeah.
You think you can probably do a birthday stream, like when my birthday arrives. Maybe not on that day, but maybe on a later day.
It would basically, the funding for that video would basically show hearts in the funding. Decorated colored hearts. How would you feel about that happening in the funding? With the same voiceover of the funding as Arthur It's Only Rock and Roll, of course. During the Viewers Like You portion, at least. Hey, and how would you feel if we added some guest stars in Happy Valentine's Day Love Arthur?
Huh? Oh, I think that would be kind of cool.
How would you feel
Wait,
if
wait.
Robin Williams guest starred in that special?
Okay.
And George Carlin
Just
and Alec Baldwin as well.
yeah. Despite the fact that George Carlin sounds a little bit like Michael Brandon.
Well, are you
That's
talking
fine.
about his season 3 voice, his season 4 voice, or his voice in general?
His voice in general. Like, sometimes I find it a little bit similar like Michael Brandon, since, obviously I grew up with Michael Brandon's narration.
And why not have... Alright,
Ringo
moving
Starr.
on. Alright, so, you want to know how the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Perfect Christmas would open and close with? It would open and close something pretty interesting, and it contains recycled mastering from the 2000 VHS.
Okay.
So, that means, instead of the 2001 Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo, Arthur's Perfect Christmas would actually contain the 2000 Columbia TriStar Home Video logo appearing twice this time. The first time it appears, it would have the word DVD at the bottom with the louder phaser sounds right before the DVD menu appears. But then after you click the play button and after the FBI warning and attention screen, it would have the 2000 Columbia TriStar Home Video logo again, this time with the word Home Video at the bottom. And then the Sony Wonder logo and the Random House Home Video logo would appear. Then instead of the special, there is no theme song on there. Yeah, and Jeremy Barton, the question is, so, the corporate and major fundings, how would you feel if Juicy Juice was the only sponsor for Happy Valentine's Day Love Arthur? Kind of like Arthur It's Only Rock and Roll when Post Alphabets was the only sponsor.
Ooh. Did you know Juicy Juice was the only sponsor of Arthur when it was new at that time? Remember? Like,
yeah. How would you feel if
starting with
the corporate sponsors for Happy Valentine's Day Love Arthur only had Juicy Juice as the sponsor, kind of like Season 1, but with the Season 6 through 8 version of the commercial? Anyway, on Arthur's Perfect Christmas, after the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos, we go into the theme song, and the start of the episode, and there's no theme song, it goes directly to the program. At the end, we go into the last few seconds of the special with Have a Boogie Woogie Christmas and a Rockin' and a Rollin' New Year. And then, of course, we go into...
You want to know the remastered version of that? Of the credits?
And then, of course, we go into the Arthur funding. Arthur's Perfect Christmas funding. Then, it would have the Lego advertisement from Season 5. But with a special version where the announcer goes, Lego, a proud sponsor of Arthur, wishes you the best holiday season you could ever imagine. Then, the DVD and VHS would contain the Seasons 2 to 4 version of the Libby's Juicy Juice advertisement, compared to the TV airings, where it includes the season 5 version. And then the funding continued, but unlike the Sony Wonder version, which does not contain a PBS Kids logo, the Columbia TriStar version will include one. Do you want to know what that is? It's one of the 1999 variants, and it's the same version that is shown on the TV airings of Arthur's Perfect Christmas.
Dash logo or dot logo?
The Dash logo from 1999.
Okay, I'm aware.
Where Dash thinks about something, and
Voice
it does
kinda
use the
said
correct
papers.
audio this time. Then we go into the Kellogg's Rice Krispies Bird's Nest commercial, then the season 1 funding of Dragon Tales, and the theme song. And do you want to know what Dragon Tales episode would appear on Arthur's Perfect Christmas? It's not a Christmas episode, but it does have snow on it.
I can't. What is it?
Quetzal's Magic Pop-Up Book and My Way or Snow Way.
Snow Way. Oh wow. More like my way or your way. Because I remember Duck said this phrase from Thomas and Friends. There are two ways of doing things: the Great Western Way or the wrong way. I think that's what they said in the CGI series.
So what were your thoughts on the Dragon Tales episodes Quetzal's Magic Pop-Up Book and My Way or Snow Way appearing on Arthur's Perfect Christmas?
I do kind of like the title, My Way or Snow Way, because it's kind of funny. But just the title.
And then at the end, it would contain the last few seconds of the Dragon Tales episode My Way or Snow Way, then the season 1 website bumper, then of course the Dragon Tales end credits, and because it uses recycled mastering from the 2000 VHS release, do you know which logo appears instead of the Sesame Workshop logo?
CTW?
Yes, the CTW semicircle logo from 1997 would appear, with the words Play It Smart at the bottom. And then it would contain the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes school commercial, then the season 1 funding of Dragon Tales, but then it contains a different version of the 1999 PBS Kids logo in the Dragon Tales portion compared to the Arthur portion. And it's obviously the one where Dot runs up to the screen in the Dragon Tales portion, correct?
Mm-hmm. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just on the PBS website, just, doing PBS, just looking at random PBS stations. That's all.
Okay. You want to know what this next one is?
2003 DVD of Arthur's Family Fun. Not to
Arthur's Family
be
Fun,
confused with
yes.
the 2005 version. There's a 2005 version of Arthur's Family Fun. Combination of Arthur's Family Ties and Growing Up with Arthur.
And it does use the
Into
Dot
one
transformation logo, just like on Growing Up with Arthur, correct?
Yep.
I do have Arthur's Family Ties and Growing Up with Arthur on separate titles from DVD, but they are our time releases. And this is the Sony Wonder version of Arthur's Family Fun from 2003.
Oh, by the way, what's your opinion on 2021 so far? I'll give you mine.
Much better than last year.
It was a little bit better from last year. I mean, to be honest, it's not good, but it's just okay. I mean, the good news is that I've been fully vaccinated, and
Me
I'm
too,
traveling
buddy.
this week. Huh? What's that?
Me too,
Too?
buddy.
Yeah, I know.
And
at least one of my friends in real life have been vaccinated. Ugh. Oh, I remember my school starts August 5th. Oh, man.
alright. Now, if I forgot to tell you the front cover for Arthur's Only Rock and Roll and Arthur's Perfect Christmas, Arthur's Only Rock and Roll obviously has Arthur with the Backstreet Boys, and Arthur's Perfect Christmas has Arthur watching the snow falling down with DW and Pal watching the snow.
Yeah.
Now, Arthur's Family Fun would have a picture of Arthur and DW making a souffle, which is a type of cake that they accidentally knocked over in the episode Arthur's Family Feud. But you want to know what is weird?
What?
Despite the fact that it's called Arthur's Family Fun, the episode Arthur's Family Feud is on there, and the feud is no fun at all.
Arguments, eh? You know, feud means arguments.
I think they should have used the episode 1001 Dads for Arthur's Family Fun rather than Arthur's Family Feud, if you know what I mean. Would that have been a better episode for it?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure. I assume 1000 Dads had the green grass background for the season 7 funding, and what version I'm talking about? Seasons 1 through 4 reruns. I'm pretty sure. That's my guess.
And I believe somebody told me that the season 4 episodes, My Music Rules, and That's a Baby Show, had the purple background version of the season 7 through 8 funding.
What year was it? 2003, 2009 or something?
Well, there's no program break recorded after those episodes, but somebody might have told me about it.
Okay. I'm aware. Ugh.
Alright, so here are the episodes. Arthur and Most Vecinos from Season 6, which is the Justin Bradley version. Sue Ellen's Little Sister from Season 2, and Arthur's Family Feud from Season 5. Here are the sponsors: Libby's Juicy Juice, Post Alphabets, and Chuck E. Cheese's. I will talk to you about this weird error on Arthur's Family Fun.
Oh yeah, I know the error. Okay. I'm not going to guess it yet until we get to that, okay?
Alright. Here is the disc for Arthur's Family Fun. And if you notice, there is a 2007 PBS booklet on this 2003 DVD of Arthur's Family Fun that I put in there.
Yeah, I really like the PBS booklets because they're kind of interesting. And hey, people of a 2000, what's your opinion on the WGBH logo?
To be honest, I kind of like the synthesized music. It sounds pretty cool for a synthesizer, to be exact.
And did you know WGBH is a PBS station? Fun fact.
Wow. And you want to know how the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Family Fun opens and closes with?
Yeah. And I can't wait to
Beginning
hear
with
this
Arthur's Family Fun, it would use the 2001 Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo with the Tolling Bells DVD music that you would hear on many DVD releases of TV shows like Dragon Tales and JG the Jet Plane, and some re-releases of films like Annie. And this variant would be used all the way up into May of 2005 for the Arthur releases. Then we go to the DVD menu, the FBI warning and attention screens, the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logo, and then, of course, the Arthur theme song with the standard glass breaking noises, and the sort of Arthur and Los Vecinos, and at the end we go into the last few seconds of Arthur's Family Feud, the And Now a Word from Us Kids segment. This would be the first release to use the And Now a Word from Us Kids segment right at the very end. Then, of course, the Arthur Online local library promo from 2001 to 2003. The end credits from season 6 with the techno remix. The Kidio promo. Then the Arthur funding credits. And then it would contain the
Lego
guess
ad.
what
but
error
There's a
appears on
weird
this.
error.
It strangely contains the Lego advertisement, even though Chuck E. Cheese's is sponsored on the back cover.
Was it because that Chuck E. Cheese is sponsored at that time?
I think this was because they made the contents of the disc much earlier, before Chuck E. Cheese's actually was a sponsor, but then they made the packaging a little bit later. Do you think that could be a possible case?
I don't know.
Then there
And
would be
I
his
think
Juicy Juice
the Chuck E.
advertisement,
Cheese-
and then the post-alphabet cereal advertisement, 26 little letters that make up a million words that tell billions of stories. And then the season 6 funding with the grassy green squared background, common with grants from Ready to Learn Television Cooperative Agreement, U.S. Department of Education, Public Broadcasting Service, and viewers like you, and public television viewers. The PBS Kids ident from September 4th, 2000, where Dot transforms into a tiger, octopus, and astronaut, which is basically the same funding sponsors as Arthur the Good Sport, if you know what I mean.
Just there's an error on the back cover, that's all.
Yeah. But then the Columbia TriStar version, after the Dot transformation logo, would contain the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial, and then, of course, the Season 1 funding of Dragon Tales, then the theme song. And do you want to know what Dragon Tales episodes would appear on Arthur's Family Fun?
Yeah?
The Season 1 episodes, Quibbling Siblings and Wheezy's Hairball. Because siblings can be a part of the family, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. To be
And then the
honest,
start
I
of the episode,
suggest...
Quibbling Siblings. And then after at the end of the Dragon Tales portion, we go into the last few seconds of Wheezy's Hairball, the Arthur, or the Dragon Tales website bumper from Season 1, the end credits, the Sesame Workshop green roof and blue house logo, the Columbia TriStar television logo, and then, of course, the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Community Center commercial, the Season 1 funding of Dragon Tales again, then the PBS Kids ident from 1999, where Dash thinks about something. Now, here's this next DVD release, and it's a DVD release where all 3 episodes feature guest stars on them.
Arthur's Famous Friends?
Correctamundo!
Oh boy. Hopefully sooner or later you might be able to show Arthur's First Sleepover, because I really want to get to that point of the error. Because there's this error that really made me... that probably scared me a little bit as a child.
Alright. But that was not released till August 3rd of 2004, and we're in the January 2003 releases, so...
Yeah.
Anyway, Arthur's Famous Friends. Front cover shows Arthur with photographs of Mr. Rogers, Yo-Yo Ma, Joshua Redman, and Jack Prelutsky.
Boy, it's
Here's the
8:58.
spine in the back, and here are the episodes. They are Arthur Meets Mr. Rogers from Season 2, featuring Mr. Rogers, of course. I'm a Poet from Season 1, featuring Jack Prelutsky, and My Music Rules from Season 4, featuring Yo-Yo Ma and Joshua Redman. Now, the VHS was originally released on March 21st, 2000. Then it was released on DVD January 14th, 2003. Now, here are the sponsors. There's an error on Arthur's Famous Friends on the DVD release, and it actually contains recycled mastering from the 2000 VHS, rather than using new contents.
Oh, okay. Oh, and to be honest, Did I forgot to tell you guys that I hate the Crazy Bus song? Cause like Arthur, I really don't like Crazy Bus. It's so annoying. I
All right.
I almost.
Oh, you mean the original arrangement? The one with Joshua Redman and Yo-Yo Ma singing? Or the song in general you don't like?
Just the song in general. No, I just don't like the song Crazy Bus. What's your opinion on it?
I kind of find it catchy for the Yo-Yo Ma and Joshua Redman version. It's a little weird for the original arrangement, but it's better in the Yo-Yo Ma and Joshua Redman arrangement.
Yeah. But hey, the version in I think the version that was used on My Music Rules was a little bit better from the original. Play It Again DW. Man, that I really don't like Crazy Bus though.
And because the
I
DVD
just
of Arthur's Famous Friends uses recycled mastering from the 2000 VHS, it does not contain the 2001 Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo. Do you want to know what Columbia TriStar logo appears instead due to reusing recycled mastering from the 2000 VHS?
what is it?
The 1993 Columbia TriStar Home Video logo would be shown on the DVD release. Even though it mentions Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment on the packaging, it would contain the 1993 Columbia TriStar Home Video logo at the beginning. Then we go to the DVD menu, the FDA warning and attention screens, and then, of course, the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos. Then we go into the Arthur theme, and it has the boing sound added before the glass breaking noises, and the start of the episode, Arthur meets Mr. Rogers. And at the end, it would contain the last few seconds of My Music Rules, and then, of course, the guest stars, with credits of guest stars appearing, and then, of course, the season 4 end credits. But instead of the regular Arthur theme, it contains the arrangement of Crazy Bus from the episode My Music Rules playing over the credits. Just like on Arthur Goes to Hollywood, Arthur Goes to Hollywood, on the other hand, would have the opening theme audio in the end credits.
Oh yeah, and did you know
Amazing, Jeremy Barton. All right,
Oh.
Essie, you can continue.
Oh man, I don't really like the song Crazy Bus, to be honest, because it's just so cartoony and all that stuff. That's the main reason I don't really like it. It's just so annoying at times.
So, Jeremy Barton, do you know what's different about Arthur's Famous Friends DVD release compared to Hook from March 21st of 2000?
Does it just... Oh yeah, Arthur's Famous Friends doesn't have the Kiddio promo, even though it was released in 2003. Just goes immediately to the funding.
The season 4 funding.
And it's the
with
original
the green
one.
background, of course. Just using grants from U.S. Department of Education and viewers like you. And believe it or not, there exists an extremely rare version with the blue background, only spotted on television airings from 1999.
Oh, and it's from WDCN. Did you know WDCN is actually known as WNPT, which, yes, it is my station.
And then after the season 4 funding, we go into the older Libby's Juicy Juice commercial, the seasons 2 to 4 version, and then the Baby Cap commercial would appear, even though Lego is sponsored on the back cover.
The Baby Gap logo is seen on the VHS version, which is how it should be, right?
Yeah. The DVD version didn't even bother updating the contents. They kept the mastering from the 2000 VHS and used a Baby Gap commercial as a result.
One thing I thought could have improved better was that after the end credits, it should have used the website bumper from 2001 to 2003, then the Kideo promo, Arthur funding.
And can it use the snow globe? Or actually, no, the Dash Transformation logo with the purple background of the Season 6 funding?
I guess.
With the same closing as the Reader's
NBA.
Digest releases, like Arthur learns about honesty and Arthur faces his fears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure, I guess.
And then after the Baby Gap commercial, it would contain the post-alphabet cereal commercial, 26 little letters that make up a million words to tell billions of stories. Except the background music is slightly different, and it contains the boy announcer version from late Season 3 to Season 5.
You mean Season 4?
Yeah. And then, of course, the
Post-alphabet.
PBS Kids ident from 1999, where Dot runs up to the screen. And then, of course, the Arthur Online Local Library promo from 1998 to 1999 would appear. But on the Columbia TriStar version, you want to know what comes after that?
What?
Due to using 2000 recycled mastering from the 2000 VHS, the Kellogg's Rice Krispies Bird's Nest advertisement. Then the Season 1 funding of Dragon Tales and the theme song. And you want to know what Dragon Tales episodes would appear on Arthur's Famous Friends?
What
The
is
Season 1 episodes, Zack and the Beanstalk, and A Feet on Her Feet.
Okay.
And at the end of the Dragon Tales portion, we go into the last few seconds of A Feet on Her Feet. And then it would have the Dragon Tales website bumper from Season 1, the end credits, and due to using recycled mastering from the 2000 VHS, it does not have the Sesame Workshop logo.
CTW logo?
Yes, the Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo from 1997 with Play It Smart would appear on the DVD as a result of using recycled mastering from the 2000 VHS.
Oh my god, come on.
Then the Columbia TriStar television logo. Then the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes school commercial. The Season 1 funding of Dragon Tales again. And then the PBS Kids ident from 1999 again with Dot running up to the screen. Then the DVD menu. Well, because Zack and the Beanstalk basically has Mungus the Giant wanting to have music playing. He wanted to make music, and the episode My Music Rules is the last episode, and it focuses on music. Oh, here comes this next release. This is another winter DVD release, just like Arthur's Perfect Christmas.
Arthur's Snow Day?
Right there, yes. Arthur's Snow Day. Now, the front cover shows Arthur and Francine making a snowman. And Pal and DW are watching. Includes Free Great Adventures. Here's the spine, the back. Here are the episodes. The Rat Who Came to Dinner from Season 4, The Long Dull Winter from Season 3, and The Blizzard from Season 4 again. And here are the sponsors: Libby's Juicy Juice, Post Alphabets, and Chuck E. Cheese's. But Chuck E. Cheese's is not the sponsor on Arthur's Snow Day. On the screen, at least. Here is the disc for Arthur's Snow Day. And the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Snow Day would contain the 2001 Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo at the beginning with the Tolling Bells DVD music. Then, of course, the DVD menu, the FBI warning and attention screens, the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos. Then, of course, the Arthur theme with the standard glass breaking noises and the start of the rat who came to dinner. At the end, it would contain the last few seconds of
The Blizzard.
the episode, The Blizzard. And then, yes, it does contain the And Now a Word from Us Kids segment with two boys playing in the snow. And then the Arthur Online and Local Library promo from 2001 to 2003. And then, of course, the Season 4, the Arthur end credits from Season 4. And then, of course, the Kiddio
It's the
promo,
normal theme.
the Arthur funding, and then, of course, the Lego advertisement appears on this DVD, even though Chuck E. Cheese's is sponsored on the back cover.
I mostly grew up with Cool Chuck. No, I mostly grew up with a vendor Chuck, I meant.
And then after that, we go into the Libby's Juicy Juice advertisement. And then the Post-Alphabets advertisement, 26 letters that make up a million words to tell billions of stories. The common version from Season 6 through 8 with the girl announcer. Then the Arthur funding credits from Season 6 with the grassy green squared background, with grants from Ready to Learn Television Cooperative Agreement, U.S. Department of Education, Public Broadcasting Service, and public television viewers. Then the PBS Kids ident from September 4th of 2000, where it's the Dot transformation one, and Dot transforms into a tiger, octopus, and astronaut. Then we go into the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial, and then, of course, the Season 1 funding credits from Dragon Tales, and then the theme. And, yes, Jeremy Barton says that the Dot transformation logo is used on Snow Day because the Snow Globe logo wasn't used with the Season 6 funding. All right. After the Season 1 funding of Dragon Tales, they would have the theme song. And you know which Dragon Tales episodes would appear on the DVD of Arthur's Snow Day? The Season 1 episodes, Snow Dragons. And the Fury is out on this one. What do you think?
Kind of good.
Didn't Snow Dragons make sense for that episode to appear on the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Snow Day?
Yeah, I guess. What about My Way, Snow Way or something?
Snow Dragons and the Fury is out on this one would appear on Arthur's Snow Day. Ketzel's Magic Pop-Up Book and My Way or Snow Way would appear on Arthur's Perfect Christmas.
Ah.
At the end of the Dragon Tales portion, we go into the last few seconds of The Fury is out on this one. Then the Season 1 website bumper, the end credits, then the Sesame Workshop green roof and blue house logo, the Columbia TriStar Television logo, then the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Community Center commercial, the Season 1 funding again, and then the PBS Kids ident from September 6th of 1999 where Dot runs up to the screen. Okay, and here is the next one. Arthur writes a story.
I thought it was Arthur. I thought you mean Arthur writes a. You mean Arthur's Baby? You were meant to show first.
No, Arthur writes a story. I show first because it shows Arthur without the apostrophe S.
Oh, okay.
And the front cover shows Arthur writing something on a piece of paper and pencil. The spine.
And I got it. What? What's your opinion on the tough customers from Arthur?
They can behave like jerks sometimes in the show. especially when,
At the end of Arthur's World Group.
especially in the Law of the Jungle Gym, where the tough customers, especially Molly, wanted to get the camera that Muppy had.
Yeah.
And here are the
Well,
episodes.
at the end of...
Here are the episodes. Arthur writes his story and Locked in the Library from season 1, and I'd Rather Read It Myself from season 3.
Speaking of I'd Rather Read It Myself, it's on the PBS Kids video app now.
Which version of the Arthur theme is on that?
I hadn't checked it yet, but I assume it's either the garbage cans clattering, the boing sound, or the wire splash. I don't know which one, but I'll check it out later.
Here is the disc for Arthur Writes His Story. Alright. And the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur Writes His Story would contain the 2001 Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo, the DVD menu, the Arthur theme song, the DVD menu, the FBI warning and attention screen, the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos, then the Arthur theme song, and the start of Arthur Writes His Story. At the end, containing the last few seconds of I'd Rather Read It Myself. And then, of course, the Arthur Online and Local Library promo from 2001 to 2003. Then the end credits from season 1, where it contains the Sinar logo that is extended and the WGBH logo that does not have the word Boston. Then, of course, we go into the season 1 funding with grants from Corporation for Public Broadcasting, viewers like public television viewers, the National Endowment for Children's Educational Television, and the Arthur Binding Davis Foundations, with Michael Callis's voiceover.
And there's a remastered version. There's a remastered version of the seasons 1 through 2 funding.
Then, of course, it would have the Kidio promo, the Arthur funding, of course, and then the Chuck E. Cheese's Exercises commercial would appear. And then the Libby's Juicy Juice with Cool Chuck, of course, and then the Libby's Juicy Juice advertisement, season 6 through 8 version, the post-alphabet cereal advertisement, 26 little letters that make the words that let you share your feelings, and then the Arthur funding credits from season 7 through 8 in the Velveeta cheesy yellow background, commonly used on seasons 1 through 4 reruns, and it uses grants from U.S. Department of Education, Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and public television viewers. And this was released on June 10th of 2003. So this, Arthur's Baby, Arthur's Tasty Treats, and Arthur's Best Friends are the first releases to contain the seasons 1 through 4 reruns version of the funding, and they all contain the yellow background for the June 10th, 2003 releases. And then, of course, the PBS Kids ident from September 4th of 2000, which is the Dash transformation one this time, where Dash transforms into a caveman, scuba diver, and robot. And in the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial, the season 1 funding of Dragon Tales, the theme song, and you want to know what Dragon Tales episodes would appear on Arthur Writes a Story?
Yeah.
The season 1 episodes, Small Time and Roller Coaster Dragon. At the end, we will go into the last few seconds of Roller Coaster Dragon, the season 1 website bumper of Dragon Tales, of course, the end credits, the Sesame Workshop green roof and blue house logo, the Columbia TriStar Television logo, and then, of course, the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Community Center commercial, and then, of course, the Dragon Tales funding credits from season 1, and in the PBS Kids ident from 1999, where Dot runs up to the screen. Here's this next release, which is Arthur's Baby. Now, the front cover shows Arthur looking a little surprised, and baby Kate is crying. Here's the spine and the back. After we get through to June 10th of 2003 releases, we're going to go into part 2. So this stream is literally 2 hours long, and I'm going to split it into part 2 after the June 10th, 2003 releases are done.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay.
Are you listening?
And the episodes that would be shown on Arthur's Baby, they would contain all 3 season 1 episodes on Arthur's Baby. They include Arthur's Baby, DW's Baby, and Arthur Babysits.
Oh yeah. Oh, now here's the interesting part. I can't believe DW got sent to her room by Dad. Like, Mr. Reed was like, DW, go to your room and think about what you just did. Or
alright, maybe I could do DW, go to your room and think about what you just told me. I'll be there to discuss it with you. That's what he said. He said, think about what you just told me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's because it's a Canadian accent. And
I gotta admit.
Imagine if there was an episode where Arthur, DW, and Buster, all 3 of them got grounded because of an argument.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meaning Arthur and DW would be sent to their rooms and Buster would be sent home.
I did check Wikia once, and there are going to be new Arthur episodes. I don't know when, but it's going to be late this year.
I believe sometime in the autumn.
You mean fall?
Yeah. Autumn, fall, basically the same thing.
Yeah. So many people say 2020 is the best year ever, and I just don't agree.
Here's the disc for Arthur's Baby. Sure, there were some great DVD releases coming out last year, but it wasn't really that much of a good year.
Yeah. I mean, this year was so bad. Last year was so bad, I'm not even going to name the good things. Therefore, this year was terrible. No, last year was terrible, I meant.
Mostly because of the pandemic.
Yeah. And I never even had a chance to go swimming. And I hope this year I'll be able to go swimming, because I've not been swimming.
Luckily, I was able to go skiing once last year.
Mm-hmm.
Back in February of last year.
2020?
Yeah. Luckily, I was able to go skiing this once.
Yeah. And at that time, in March, I think I was in a tornado. Like, March 2nd.
So what will you do to get out of that natural tornado of yours?
Oh, we had to be in shelter. Ugh.
Well, from where I'm at, we don't get tornadoes.
Yeah. You know I'm in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, I know. From where I'm at, in Colorado right here, where I'm at, we don't get tornadoes.
Wow, that's unbelievable. I think I used to live in the West Coast once, and then I think, well, I won't go into personal reasons.
Yeah. Alright. Arthur's Baby. Here's the disc for that. At the beginning of Arthur's Baby, we go into the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo. Actually, we're going to imagine the Columbia TriStar version. So the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Baby would have the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo from 2001 with the Tolling Bells DVD music. Then, of course, the DVD menu, FBI warning and attention screens, the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos, then the Arthur theme song, and the start of the episode. And it has the boing sound added before the glass breaking noises on Arthur's Baby compared to Arthur Writes a Story, which had the standard glass breaking noises without the boing.
You mean before the glass breaking noises, the boing sound?
Yeah, the boing sound before it.
Yeah.
And the DVD of Arthur Writes a Story just had the glass breaking noises, though. Then the start of the episode, Arthur's Baby. At the end, we go into the last few seconds of Arthur Babysits. And then, of course, this time, after the episode Arthur Babysits ends, it goes immediately to the end credits from Season 1 without a website bumper. And then, of course, the Arthur funding from Season 1 with voiceover by Michael Callos, using grants from Corporation for Public Broadcasting, Public Television Viewers, the National Endowment for Children's Educational Television, and the Arthur Binding Davis Foundations. And then, of course, the Kiddo promo, the Arthur funding, the Chuck E. Cheese's Exercises advertisement, then, of course, the Libby's Juicy Juice advertisement, and the post-alphabet cereal advertisement, 26 little letters that make the words that let you share your feelings. The Arthur funding credits from Seasons 7 through 8 with the Velveeta cheesy yellow background, commonly used on Seasons 1 through 4 reruns, using grants from U.S. Department of Education, Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and Public Television Viewers. Then the PBS Kids ident from September 4th of 2000, which is the Dash Transformation one, and Dash transforms into a caveman, scuba diver, and robot. And then the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial, and then, of course, the Season 1 funding. And then, of course, the Dragon Tales theme song. And then, of course, the start of the episode. And the Dragon Tales episodes that would be shown on Arthur's Baby would be the Season 1 episodes Rope Trick and Baby Troubles. So what did you think of the episodes, the Dragon Tales episodes for Arthur's Baby, Jeremy Barton? Anyway, at the end of Arthur's Baby, we would go into the last few seconds of the episode Baby Troubles, the Season 1 website bumper, and then the end credits, the Sesame Workshop green roof blue house logo, the Columbia TriStar Television logo, and then, of course, the Kellogg's Rice Krispies, the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Community Center commercial. After the Columbia TriStar Television logo, it has the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Community Center commercial. Then the Season 1 funding of Dragon Tales. Then the PBS Kids ident from September 6th of 1999, where Dot runs up to the screen. Okay, here's this next release. This is the second to last release I'll show you for part 1. The 2003 DVD release of Arthur's Best Friends. The front cover shows Arthur and Buster hanging out at a treehouse and looking at a book. Here's the spine. And the back. And the episodes would be DW's Dear Friend, Arthur's Faraway Friend, and Buster's Back. DW's Dear Friend and Arthur's Faraway Friend are Season 2 episodes, while Buster's Back is the first episode of Season 3. And here is the disc for Arthur's Best Friends. The Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Best Friends would have the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo from 2001, and then the DVD menu, then the FBI warning and attention screens, the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos, and then the Arthur theme with the water splashing noises at the end. And then, of course, the start of the episode, DW's Dear Friend, and at the end, we go into the last few seconds of Buster's Back, the Arthur Online Local Library promo from 2001 to 2003. And then, of course, the Arthur end credits from Season 2 with the brighter colors. And then, of course, the Cheeto promo. And then the Arthur funding credits, the Chuck E. Cheese's Exercises advertisement with Cool Chuck, and it does not contain the URL on the releases that have the Cool Chuck version, the commercial. And the Libby's Juicy Juice advertisement, Season 6 through 8 version, the Post-Alphabet cereal advertisement, 26 little letters that make the words that let you share your feelings. And then, of course, the Arthur funding from Season 7 through 8 with the velvety cheesy yellow background commonly used on Seasons 1 through 4 reruns, just like on Arthur Right to Story and Arthur's Baby. It also uses grants from U.S. Department of Education Corporation for Public Broadcasting and Public Television Viewers. And then the PBS Kids ident from September 4th, 2000, which is the Dash transformation one, and Dash transforms into a caveman, scuba diver, and robot. And then, of course, we go into the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial, and then, of course, the Season 1 funding of Dragon Tales, and then the Dragon Tales theme from Season 1. And you want to know what Dragon Tales episodes appear on Arthur's Best Friends? They include the Season 1 episodes To Fly with Dragons and The Forest of Darkness, which is, believe it or not, the very first episode of Dragon Tales, to be exact. So what did you think of those Dragon Tales episodes I picked for Arthur's Best Friends, Jeremy Barton? At the end of the Dragon Tales portion, it will contain the last few seconds of The Forest of Darkness, the Season 1 website bumper, the end credits, and then here comes the interesting part. On Arthur's Best Friends, after the end credits of Dragon Tales, it would have an interesting thing happen. It would have the Sesame Workshop green roof and blue house logo, but with the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo's audio playing over it. What did you think about that? And then the Columbia TriStar television logo would be shown. The Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Community Center commercial, the Season 1 funding again, then the PBS Kids ident from September 6th of 1999 where Dot runs up to the screen. And this last one we'll show you for part 1. Arthur's Tasty Treats, released on June 10th of 2003, just like Arthur's Baby, Arthur Writes a Story, and Arthur's Best Friends. And the front cover shows Arthur and Buster snacking on cookies. Muffy has a cake that reads Bake Sale. There are also some brownies and muffins in the cover. Here's the spine. I'm definitely going to watch this DVD of Arthur for my 21st birthday. Along with Arthur's Best Friends. All right. And the Arthur episodes for Arthur's Tasty Treats are Buster's Sweet Success from Season 6 with the Justin Bradley version, Dad's Dessert Dilemma from Season 3, and How the Cookie Crumbles from Season 2. And here's the disc for Arthur's Tasty Treats. What did you find interesting about Arthur's Best Friends in the Sesame Workshop logo that I told you about? It does not contain the the usual audio that you would usually hear in the Sesame Workshop logo. Alright. Alright. I will let you know once I get to that. Alright, so the DVD of Our First Tasty Treats, the Columbia TriStar version of Our First Tasty Treats would have the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo from 2001. Then the DVD menu, the FBI warning, and the attention screens, the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos. Then it would contain the Arthur theme song, and then with the standard glass breaking noises, and the start of the episode Buster's Sweet Success. And at the end, we would go into the last few seconds of the Arthur episode, How the Cookie Crumbles, and then the And Now a Word from Us Kids segment. Then the Arthur Online and Local Library promo from 2001 to 2003. And then, of course, the end credits from Season 3. And then the Kidio promo, the Arthur funding credits to Chuck E. Cheese's Exercises advertisement from 2002. And then the Libby's Juicy Juice advertisement for Season 6 through 8 version. The post-alphabet cereal advertisement, 26 little letters that make the words that let you share your feelings. And then the Arthur funding credits from Season 7 through 8 with the Velveeta cheesy yellow background commonly used on Seasons 1 through 4 reruns. And using grants from U.S. Department of Education, Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and Public Television Viewers. And then the PBS Kids ident from September 4th, 2000, the Dash transformation one, where Dash transforms into a caveman, scuba diver, and robot. Yeah. And then after the PBS Kids Dash transformation logo, we go into the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial, and then, of course, the Season 1 funding of Dragon Tales, and then, of course, the Dragon Tales theme, and the Dragon Tales episodes that would be shown on Arthur's Tasty Treats would, of course, be the Season 1 episodes Crash Landings and the Big Cake Mix-Up. What did you think of those episodes for Arthur's Tasty Treats, Jeremy Barton? Anyway, at the end, we would go into the last few seconds of the Big Cake Mix-Up, and then the Season 1 website bumper, the end credits, and then the Sesame Workshop green roof and blue house logo, and then the Columbia TriStar television logo, and then, of course, the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Community Center commercial, the Dragon Tales funding from Season 1, and then the PBS Kids ident from 1999, where Dot runs up to the screen. TV airings of Crash Landings and the Big Cake Mix-Up also used the 1999 Dot logo. According to a program break that I saw from 2000, where it had the last few seconds of a Big Cake Mix-Up with the CTW semicircle logo on there. Even though Arthur's Tasty Treats would have the Sesame Workshop green roof blue house logo instead, because it's a 2003 release that does not contain recycled mastering from previous releases. Alright, everybody, stay tuned for Part 3, or Part 2. Stay tuned for Part 2, which we will be taking a look at all the releases from September 2nd, 2003 to August 3rd, 2004. So stay tuned for that, won't you? I'm going to wait for one more comment before we go, however. So actually later tonight, Big Cake Mix-Up is fitting because cakes can be treats and sweets. That's right. Alright, I will see you guys later for Part 2, which will be coming out pretty soon, probably in like 15-20 minutes or something.